The Arab web is booming. In the past 10 years, there was a lot of investment, billions of dollars, that went into infrastructure in the Arab world. And today, by the end of this year, we're going to see 100 million people from the Arab world connected to the internet. And we're adding 1 more million every single month. The web has become part of our daily life. The web is where we go to access information. The web is now a basic utility like water and electricity. Our youth are going to the web as the first and foremost area for leisure. The web is now, the web is actually improving our lives. The web is improving our lives because it's empowering us. The web is empowering us because it's giving us access to the world information whenever we want it, at any time, instantly. The web is empowering us because we're now heard. We are being heard by our leaders. We're actually being heard by the whole world. Our leaders are engaging in the web to speak to us and learn what we want to say. And the world is now concerned about our current affairs in the Arab world. It's very particular about this region is that we love social media. Social media has become our main passion. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, these are now household names. All our friends are on Facebook. We're now connected to them. We know what they're doing. We know what they're up to. We're up to date on what they had for lunch, for example, and whether they liked it or not. Twitter, the Arabic language is the fastest growing language on Twitter today. And on YouTube, we're seeing incredible growth in terms of viewership as well as increasing uploads of videos into YouTube. In fact, we have today 170 million views every single day on YouTube. And these 170 million views are at record levels. So if all the Arab YouTubers lived in one country, that rate would be the second largest population on YouTube after the US. We're actually also adding a lot of YouTube videos to the web. We're adding videos at the rate of 1 hour of video every single minute from the Middle East region. We're telling our stories in video and for the whole world to see. The web, the social media is really, this is not very surprising because social media or social behavior is at the core of our Arab culture. We are a social region. We like our families. We like our culture. We are very close to each other. The boom of social media is not coming as a surprise. In fact, social is in our fabric. It's in our DNA. And for us, social media, we jumped to social media as soon as we got on the internet. For us, social media is the web, and the web is social media. But is that all? What are we missing? For the world, the internet is not social media. For the world, the internet is the whole world. The internet is a true reflection of the world we're living in, of the physical world that we are living in. If you look at the history of the web, when it started 20 years ago, there was a lot of information, rich information, going to the internet from the US and then from all over the world. And it's all started with the commercial web. When pioneering companies like eBay and Amazon used the web to create new business models to access global consumers. And then it was followed by Wikipedia in the year 2000, where they revolutionized access to information. Whenever we're looking for something today, we just go to Wikipedia. And this triggered the explosion of content, the explosion of knowledge and content on the internet. And after that, we had universities go to the web. MIT started the open courseware and started to put lectures online for the whole world to see for free. then followed by maps and geographic information and traffic information. There's 1 billion people who downloaded Google Earth so far, and we're seeing tremendous growth there. We're also seeing art and culture coming online. At Google, we partnered with 150 museums around the world to bring their culture, the artifacts and arts, 30,000 of them, to the internet for everyone to see, even if they cannot travel, even if they don't have the means to travel. Today, you can go to the internet and see it for free. The web is becoming a real reflection of the whole world around us. And for us in the region, we seem to be falling behind. Let's start with culture. How much of our culture is online today? If we look at the Arabic language is the 5th most spoken language around the world, with more than 400 million people. On the internet, it's nowhere near that level. On the internet, on Wikipedia, we were ranked number 113 language over 140 in terms of number of articles divided by the number of people who speak the language. The Arabic web, we crawl the web at Google, so we know the construction, the composition of the web. The Arabic web is mostly forums. It's mostly in the context of forums and online communities. And that's a very good indication of the weakness of the level of richness of the web. Because if you search for something and you cannot find it, the best alternative is to post a question on a forum and hoping to get a result, maybe in 2 or 3 days. Very far from what we aspire to at Google, which is giving you the result back in 200 milliseconds. How much of our poetry is online? How much of our history is online? If we look at online advertising today, it's at the lowest levels in the world. It's actually at 1 order of magnitude less than its the average level globally, just at 2%. Globally, we're approaching 20%. Why is this important? Because online advertising is the fuel of content development on the net. It's the fuel, because if you want to have universal access to information, it has to be free. And content owners use internet advertising to monetize and make money and reinvest. We don't have this ecosystem yet in the region. Overall, culture-wise, we're really falling behind, and there are no real signs of improvement. Now let's look at the economy. Let's look at our economy and see how much of it is actually online. 1 in 10 companies in the Middle East actually have a website. Just 1 out of 10. And with all the mobile boom that we're seeing, the percentage of companies having mobile websites is even much less. The internet has allowed small businesses to reach to global audiences beyond the barriers, beyond the boundaries. The next decade is going to be the decade of small businesses that are taking their niches, that are taking their expertise to audiences globally without any boundaries. You will buy your book from the best company that does online books, no matter where this company is based. The future of business and the threat to small businesses is no longer from big businesses. The future of businesses, the threat to businesses, small businesses, is going to come from small multinational businesses, which are small businesses that are reaching the world globally online. The European Union has seen this, and the European Union is now investing in growing the commercial web, hoping to double it in the next 3-4 years, because they think that this is the answer to the recession. This is what's going to drive the economy in the future. Businesses that are online are faster, smarter, and more innovative than offline businesses. They're faster because they can react very quickly to consumer demand and the knowledge that they're getting about their consumers. They're smarter because they're accessing data about their customers and they're processing this data immediately. There's no longer a need to do a market research. You can know what your customers want today by analyzing their behavior online. They are more innovative because they are adopting the latest technologies to be able to remain competitive in the online community. Where is our economy today when it comes to online? We are still far behind, and there are little signs of moving forward. The question is, will this problem solve itself over time? Will the problem get smaller, or will it get bigger? The problem will get bigger. It will get bigger, and it will get more complex. And complex problems cannot be solved by just throwing money at them. This is not a call for investment. This is not going to be solved by pouring more billions into the internet. The billions have been poured for infrastructure. This is a complex problem because more content is coming online and more people are coming online. Let's visualize the amount of information that goes to the internet every year. Imagine 100 billion trucks, full-size trucks, filled with books. This is the amount of information that is going to the internet every single year. What is our share on these trucks? It's insignificant. Today, there are 2 billion people online, and there are 7 billion people living on the face of this earth. In the future, in the coming 10 years, it's going to be the decade of getting the next 5 billion to be online, of making everyone online, of making the internet a basic utility like water and electricity, where we expect it to work, to just work, whenever we wanted, wherever we go. When the 7 billion people plus, because more people are being born, although I heard that more smartphones are being activated than people being born, but that's a side topic. More people are being born. The 7 billion people will be online, and they will have access to the whole world. Where are we? Where are we going to be? Where is our culture when these people are going to be looking for us online? For them, what's not on the internet is not there, is not existent. Is this how we want our world to look when people are coming to visit us? We are known in the Arab world for being generous, for inviting people to our house. When we invite people to our virtual house, what do we want them to see? When they come to the internet, what do we want them to see about our culture, about our history, about our poetry, about our art? Not only about what we're doing day to day on social media. Let's not be left behind. Let's remake the Arab web. And I borrowed the word remake from a movie because I'm not saying that the Arab web is broken. I'm just saying that it's not complete and it's not rich enough. There's another problem, which is we as Arabs, we are not looking at other people's cultures even. We're actually most interested in entertainment, social, and games. If you look at the composition of Google queries, what are people looking for in the region? 50% are coming from these three areas. We are not searching enough for books. We are not searching enough for literature. We're not searching enough for science. We're not searching enough for anything cultural beyond popular entertainment. Let's remake the Arab web to be a true reflection of what we are, to be a true reflection of the culture that we want the world to see. Let's remake the Arab web for it to be the window that our people will see the world in their own language. Let's remake the Arab web to let our small and medium businesses become competitive in the connected world. Let's remake the Arab web to reflect our past, our present, and our future. Thank you very much.